Over this past year, spending the majority of those 365 days all by myself, I found that I have slipped into more overthinking than usual. If you also have found yourself doing a lot more overthinking, then hang around, my friend, because I'm going to be sharing some tips as to how to get a handle on this habit of overthinking and ruminating and driving yourself kind of crazy, right? Now, I am prone to overthinking anyway. I'm a Virgo and I'm also an INFJ. Two sort of personality types that are absolutely known for overthinking everything. And I sort of get a double whammy. My name is Farzana. If this is the first time we're meeting, I'm a life coach and a transformation teacher. And I help people just like you navigate through the process of change and personal development. Going around and around in your head is just not productive, and it doesn't make you feel good. And if you keep at it, it starts eroding your sense of self and your sense of confidence. It's not good for your sanity, and it's not good for your well-being. There's enough going on in the world and enough challenges already without having to put up with you going round and around and around, beating up on yourself about something, a conversation, a circumstance, or a situation that happened hours ago, or perhaps even days or months ago. And then the stress and the anxiety can lead to other unhelpful habits, like, say, over-drinking, binge eating, not getting enough sleep, not exercising, not taking good care of yourself. And so you can see this is a habit that really you should make a priority to try to get a handle on ASAP for your own sanity and for your own well-being. Let's put an end to that. Let's figure out how we can turn down the noise on that overthinking mind. So it's triggered by isolation, it's triggered by maybe you had a traumatic event, maybe you had a breakup, a divorce, someone has died, you've lost someone. Anything like that could trigger overthinking because you're looking for a resolution. But while you're in a repetitive loop, unfortunately, there are no solutions in that loop. The loop just keeps going round and around, berating yourself and just repeating the situation, but not actually finding any solutions. The more you overthink, the more you erode your self-confidence. So again, it's a habit, a loop, a stuck cycle that can be disrupted once you have become aware of it and then are committed to changing this unproductive, unhelpful, and unhappy habit. It's also really important to become aware that your response and your interpretation to any given situation or event is more important than what actually happened, right? Now, let's say, for example, that you stub your toe in the morning. Things happen, right? You could be like, okay, I stubbed my toe, that was annoying, that hurt, and then you just get along with it. But if you are prone to overthinking, even something as simple as stubbing your toe could just start a whole series of overthinking. Oh my God, why am I so stupid? I know the wall's there. Why did I stub my toe into it? And then you start just beating yourself up as if you on purpose stubbed your toe. So you see how your response to the stubbing of the toe is what then snowballs the overthinking and then the conversation and the thoughts and the berating of yourself. That just makes that situation so much worse than you just stubbed your toe. All right, whatever, move along already. And if you love and care for yourself, you don't want to create mental suffering for yourself. by going around and around in your own head. It's just not good for you. Be kinder to yourself. Be gentler to yourself. Be your own best friend. Stop looking for ways to beat yourself down. So what can we do about it? Well, I'm about to give you 3 proven tips and techniques to help you start training your brain to stop overthinking. So number 1, and you've probably heard me give you this advice in every single video on this channel, but that's because it is truly effective and it truly works. And so that is mindfulness. So you have to first become aware that you are overthinking something. And so the sooner that you can become aware that you have gotten into a loop of overthinking, well, then you can catch yourself, right? And you can catch yourself and know that this is an unproductive habit that is probably going to waste several hours of your day. So with mindfulness, you're just simply acknowledging, here I go, I'm overthinking this situation. Right there, you can disrupt the stuck cycle, right? By just naming it. Overthinking happening, let's stop that. And just drop the overthinking. Now, if you're really stuck in a pattern of overthinking, it's not going to stop itself right away, right? But you can help the situation by just naming it, calling it out, and saying that you're not going to play the game. And so you can meditate, and you don't have to meditate for hours. It really depends on how stuck in the loop you are. But the moment that you just sit down and address the situation, take a look at the thoughts going through your head and knowing that they are unproductive, you can use deep breathing. That's just going to start circulating through your system some fresh life force, fresh deep breath. So you're going to get more breath. You're just going to get yourself to chill down a little bit. Take some nice deep breaths. Get some pauses in between all of the overthinking. Just disrupt the cycle with your own deep breathing and start relaxing your system. Start relaxing the noise in your head. Start relaxing the overthinking mind. Just slow down. And tip number 2, if you are really on the rampage, your mind is just going on and on. He said, she said, I should have, would have, could have, this should have happened, that should have happened, and so forth. And it's just making a whole bunch of racket upstairs in your head. I know, I've been there. And in that instance, you may need to journal it out, right? You need to get those thoughts and just vomit them out into your journal, a piece of paper, whatever you've got. Just start writing down the thoughts that you are having over and over and over. Do you even have any control over any of this stuff? Take a look at the thoughts. See what you actually have any control on. If you need to forgive someone, if you need to apologize, if you need to make amends, if you need to learn something from the situation so that you don't repeat it again and don't have to go through this struggle up in your head again. You might come up with some solutions, be able to have a new thought, have a new way to look at the situation, or maybe realize it's really pretty silly and you don't need to be going over this. And now if you're not a writer and you're not into journaling, that's okay. Another really helpful technique, I find taking a really long walk. Like get out of your head, get into your feet, walk. The thoughts may keep looping and looping for a while. But after a while, you will find as you walk more and more, the thoughts will start just chilling out, falling away, and solutions might be coming in, right? So get mindful, do some meditation, Get some deep breathing going on. Slow down. Chill out. Another great way is get on the phone with someone. Talk to a trusted friend or a family member, and they could perhaps give you a different perspective, right? Again, disrupting your loop. So seek out help from friends, family members, or perhaps even a coach, or perhaps even a therapist, depending on the situation, right? All right, so those are my tips today, and they absolutely work for me. And trust me, I am a major overthinker, and I am able to disrupt my overthinking tendencies by journaling, meditating, walking, hiking. Let me know in the comments down below how you disrupt your pattern of overthinking. I'd love to know. My name is Farzana. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you as always, and I'll see you next week.